Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the opening Mobile Racing League Season 7A finale. We are here in round 4. We are at Brazil at the Curvelo Circuito Cristais. I think it's called something like that. But anyway, we got a 19 corner track, which is, I must admit, pretty dangerous. These kind of grass or gravel you're seeing, it's actually quite dangerous as it slows you automatically a lot. And we are seeing right now, thanks to the sector tool, that Nilus is making purple in sectors 1 and 2 and probably will make the same in sector 3. So what else we got? Then we got Nilus 31.65. That's a reasonable time, quite far away from George, the second qualified so far, with a 31.80. We got today 12 drivers, and we are missing Fabianski as in last round at Spa. He won the title, and I think for personal reasons, not for any rule. I think he's not attending today's race, sadly, but he got the title. But hey, we got a lot of battles coming up today. We got the battle for P2 between Ozzy and Nilus. Just 1 point of difference between them. Then the battle for top 4. We got Ellie, Pat, and Jorus with 43, 40, and 39 points respectively. So it will be a really close battle between them. Then we also got the battle for top 7 between 3 drivers. I think none of them are here today, just Milo. And then we got the battle for top 10. So there's a long way to go until the end as Joris hits the wall and not improving his time, of course, but Nilus as well. And it seems that Nilus will get the pole position for the final round with that 31.60, and player 10 actually improves the final lap and puts Joris into the second row with a 31.77. That was a quite good and impressive qualifying from Nilus. So 31.60 for the pole man. Nilus top 1, player 10, and player 10 will be in the front row with him, and the top 2 with a 31.77. And on the rest of the grid, you have Joris and Luke, Ozzy and Joris, Milo and Pat, Fastpace and Harp closing the top 10. And today we only have 2 drivers outside the top 10. We got Lemons and Altfish on top 12. So let's see what these 19 laps and dry track can bring us for this season finale. Alright, so no more waiting. We will be starting the final round of the 7A season of the Open Mobile Racing League, and we are out! Player 10 gets a horrible start, but Nilus gets a really decent and good start as he starts to fade away, and Joris climbs 1 more place. And now heads into the slipstream of Nilus and trying to send the car as there's some contact here at the back on the first sector. Player 10, Milo, Hop, Ozzy, and Pat battling side by side, showing no mercy. Absolutely no one leaving no space, but it's Pat who gets the most affected. And oh my god, in 2 corners this guy just got absolutely smashed into the walls, and that's how you drop a lot of places in just a single lap. And Nilus now starting this second lap with alongside Lukic and Horus these guys created a small group. They're in the top 3. Joris, Milo, player 10, Ozzy, Lemons, Fastpace, Pat, Hoppen now, and Alfie's going absolutely wide. Oh my god. And that's how we got already our drivers completely dispersed alongside here. But then we got Lukic and Gorus fighting side by side on turn 16 and 15. And they head now into the final straight, side by side. Joris trying to send, Lukic not backing up, showing the outside for turn 1 and turn 2. Lukic now will have the inside on the second hairpin. Plays it easy, plays it wisely. Look at side by side with Joris on the third hairpin there. At turn 10, nothing seems to happen side by side. They keep it on turn 11 and turn 10. Oh my days, they are battling constantly, but Nilus is getting away, gaining advantage of this battle as these 2 guys are losing time to the leader. Joris, big mistake. Miller takes advantage of it and climbs 1 more place. Ozzy in player 10, side by side. Player 10. Ooh, I think he actually wanted to close the wall there. Lemons finding himself into the grasses of turn 1. Joris now finally on the top 2, seeming, I think he sees a bit more comfortable now. I think look at it outside the slipstream. He's quite more safe. He's more comfortable. He has clean air. He has one a bit more than a second to Nilus, but look, it's now in the slipstream, showing the nose and backing up, playing it easy, playing it wisely, but just putting some fear to Joris. Maybe he will try something in the inside. No, they don't. They are playing it easy. Lap 5 out of 19. We will about at ties. We have all softs except 2 drivers who running with mediums, Pat and Lemon side by side. Look at Joris. We'll keep an eye on this. I see some contact there. And back! Big incident between these two guys. Look at send absolutely deep into the wall. Oh my god. Oh, it's not good news, definitely. We have a slight battle here between player 10 and Pat. But yeah, as well, we're taking the topic about the ties, as we are saying this battle between Pat and player 10 on the top 7. Driver should stop pitting between lap 7, 8, probably 9 slate with those soft tires, unless except the medium runners, who should be pitting between lap 11 or maybe 10, and then going for another pair of mediums, maybe softs. I think it would be a waste of time actually going for mediums again. I think the call definitely is going medium softs, but softs might be also a really good call. But anyway, let's see. Let's keep an eye on this. We have Pat and player 10 battling for the top 7 now. Pat getting a better exit on the hairpin. With those medium tires, they are pretty much the same age at this point. But player 10 stars will soon drop now, as he has worn softs, and Pat will have a slight advantage there with his medium tires. I think he will, yep. 8, so probably we'll see now a few pit stops. Nilus, there you go, actually. Nilus is the first one to hit the pit box. Joris is following, and as well as Lucas. So we got the top 3. They're pitting. Let's see which tires. Mediums, softs. Oh, good call from Joris. And look at who is playing it easy as well with Nilus, who's going with mediums. So Joris, the man who has to risk it absolutely all. Ozzy virtually on top 4, as he did not pit. He's extending his gap, probably trying to send an undercut to someone. Not sure at all. Milo having kind of a blessing with the slipstream of Nilus. Will he actually interfere? No, he doesn't. And he goes straight into the pits. Joris, of course, closing that gap between Nilus and him. Now it's a 2-1. Yeah, 1, maybe 2 seconds between them. Let's see, Oji. I'm not sure if he sent it undercut or no, but stopping for the softs, going 10 laps of them. I think he should be good. But now he overtook Lemons on the very first sector. Joris and Pat side by side. Well, almost entering side by side. Joris zigzagging on the track, trying to maintain the car in 4 wheels and in the track. Will he do something to Pat, who's with absolutely destroyed medium tires? Joris, there you go, sends the nose and sends the car in turn 1. Pat doesn't put easy. He doesn't give the inside. Joris eats the grass and now needs to climb up a bit more side by side. Entering now sector number 2. So side by side in the hairpin. That was not the line to Joris, who's losing a lot of time to Pat. Oh my god, that was a really good call. Joris, slight TP there. But Pat making these guys lose time. Oh my god, that was not the call. Alfish reverse. Oh my god. Alfish went absolutely reverse. I don't think I'm not sure if you'll see it, but he went absolutely reverse because he missed the pit stop. Yeah, but he was ghosted. Yeah, actually, no one got affected because he was ghosted. He slapped, I think, even by the last car. So I think it shouldn't be penalized at all. But guys, please don't do that. That's not driver behavior. But anyway, let's see if some of these guys have some sportsmanship. Pat and player 10 battling there on the very first straight. But oh my god, that was absolutely no battle. That was actually weird. probably they battled a bit, or maybe they were a bit distant on their screens. But it was like Pat had a much quicker exit, like, but incredibly quick exit, and they made some contact, probably not on their screens. Anyway, Hub and Fastpace switching places, and he climbs up to the top 10. Nilo's going absolutely wild and keeping that pace of 1.5 seconds actually. George not being able to catch up, and he needs to be done now. If he wants to do something, it needs to be now, because Lukic as well, he's catching up, and he has the ties. He has advantage on that because he's with mediums. He's with the same tire H, but George's tires will drop off sooner than these two guys. So let's make a quick and express review, as we will enter soon lap 16 out of 19. We got Nilus, Joris, and Lukic on the top 3. Then we got Milo, Ozzy, Joris, Pat, Player 10, Lemons, and Harp on the top 10. And we've got Fastpace and Outfish closing the top 10. Well, actually outside the top 10. So actually, here for top 8, we got Player 10 and Lemons. Probably I think it's the most interesting thing happening now on track, as everything is dispersed. It was dispersed even since lap 2, I think it was. Lemons going wild, sending the car, but he bugs up. He thinks twice. That was good. That was a good move. So now just brick by brick and little by little, Lemons will need to recover that lost time. But he has the tires. He has soft tires. He has even younger tires than Player 10 does. So he should have advantage in tires. But will he have it on pace? We will see in the remaining laps. As Nilos is in lap 17. This is going to an end already. Oh my god. The season is about to end in just a few laps, ladies and gentlemen. And you're witnessing it as Player 10 is making some mistakes, and Lemons is catching up right now. Maybe he has a shot, maybe he has a chance, but it needs to be now. It needs to be now, because if not, his tires will soon drop and won't be useful. More helpful, it will only give a benefit to Harp. But Lemons doesn't lose time and sends the car in the final sector. Player 10. Oh my god, that was a big and deep send. I think there's some contact in their screens. No one seems to get catapulted by the luck. So those are good news. And Lemons climbs one more place. Slide contact and touch there from Player 10 on his gearbox. But everything else, it's quite good. Fastpace actually pitting. Why is that? Maybe he had a free pit stop and wanted to end with fresh tires, but surely will Nilus end fresh with battle, fresh with absolutely everything. Probably one of the most boring races of all OMRL history, but there you go. Nilus now will win here the season finale at Brazil. Joros finally with that scene will be second, and Lukic heads now the final straight to finish P3 and close the podium. Milo will finally be P4. Ozzy will be finishing P5 today, and Joris, as he enters now the straight, will finish P6, Pat P7, as we will wait him for cross the line. There you go. Then we got Lemons, who will hit a bit the wall of champions, I guess, on P8, Player 10 on top 9, and Hub will close today the top 10. And outside of it, we have two drivers as always. We got Fastpace, who is now finishing his lap, and so he does his race with those fresh softs. Then last but not least, not even time to finish, we got Alfish 31. So Nilus fastest lap, pole, and lead of the race. So that's how you close the season with the Grand Slam. Congratulations to him. Nilus, Joris, and Lukic, the guys and the man who will raise champion their trophies on the podium and in the headquarters of their respective teams. If there were teams in OMRL, of course. But anyway, outside the top 3, we got Milo, Ozzy, Joris, Pat, Lemons, Player 10, and Hop today. And outside of it, we got Fastpace and Alfish. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as always, it's been a pleasure commentating OMRL one season more. Kiato, as always, your servant at the microphone. And we will see you all in, not next week, but in 2 weeks. This time in Germany and Lausitz Ring, I think it's called, for a brand new season, brand new drivers, and a brand new champion who will await us in the next opening mobile racing league. Until next time.